started thinking about stuff I hate. Strange things that come to you when it gets to like this point in the morning. I mean, you can find religion, which I hate. There's one down. I hate religion. But you can find religion. I mean, Christ, I joined an online cult once. That didn't end well. I mean, they drank the Kool-Aid, I kind of backed out. No, I'm just kidding, there was no Kool-Aid. It was just your usual cult, worshipping a cactus. Yes, I get bored. But anyway, things I hate. Let's see. Well, for one, I hate all those people on MySpace who take all of their pictures with the camera like up, and they're like looking up at the camera like, oh, I'm too cool, and all that kind of bollocks. I mean, Christ, just get a fucking life. It's like, oh, look at me, I can hold the camera up here. No, I'm a cunt. I'm a very big cunt. Which brings me on to the next thing. Scene kids. They're basically emos. Emos are alright, I like emos, they're quite quiet. Quite quiet. Bit morbid, but quite quiet. Bit like me, except I don't wear tight clothes, dress completely in black, and put makeup on, like a giant Jessie. But anyway, scene kids. They're basically emo kids, but they're fucking louder. I hate loud people. Well, some are alright. I mean, I love Rob and his sidekick Craig. But these people are just fucking arseholes. Christ, sat waiting for a train once. There's this girl who just got like her belly button pierced or some shit like that. And she attached like a key ring to it and gave the end of the chain to one of her friends. And he was like dragging her around by her belly button, which was quite pussy and it was quite horrible, but it was just the noises she was making. She was like screaming and shouting like, look at me, I'm a dog, look at me, blah blah blah, all that bollocks. And it's just those kinds of times when you just wish you had a gun and an alibi. Just blow them away, just bang, they're gone. It's a good thing. The world is a safer place once again. But they're just arseholes. I mean, Christ, you can be sat anywhere, and all of a sudden there'll be a huge fucking group of them. They only move in groups of about 15, and that's because they're all pussies. I mean, Christ, one person could take down a lot of them quite easily, but they move in big groups, and they bite. Never let a scene kid bite you, because once they bite you, when it comes around to the next full moon, you become a scene kid. Almost like werewolves, but I prefer to be a werewolf than a scene kid. Plus, werewolves don't exist, which kind of sucks, because if werewolves did exist, then I'd get one, train it, and then send it after emo kids and scene kids. Just slaughter them. Just train its hate SpongeBob, and then as soon as it sees them, it will just rip them to shreds. It'll be brilliant. But anyway, other things I hate. Those people who try and force their beliefs down your throat. Such as, I went to a very Christian school when I was younger, and every day we had to go to chapel, and it was just a time to catch up on sleep. Like, you'd do a massive Pro Plus binge, and you'd grab like half an hour sleep during chapel, and it was quite good for that. It was just like fucking having someone by your side to nudge you when you had to fucking get up and sing the hymn, which I pretty much just did it, usually with the book upside down, half asleep, but you get points for effort. Another thing I hate is one time I was in Virgin, which is now Zavvi. Fucking weird. And why the hell does a website have a store? Zavvi.co.uk, plastered all over their stores. And it's just like, why the fuck call it a website? That's another thing I hate. But basically I was in Zavvi with my brother and sister, and we were looking at all these films like just after Christmas. And this guy just fucking breezes up to us. I swear he was like mentally deficient. But he just reaches past my sister, grabs this DVD of like fucking Down with Love or some fucking chick flick, and just points at a guy on the cover and goes, if you like Star Wars, there's your next Captain Kirk. Me and my brother, as soon as we heard him say, if you like, we were out of the shop. We just fucking legged it. Of course at a normal speed, but we fucking caned it away from this guy. And my sister still stood there, oblivious to this guy. And there's like me and my brother like looking back in like, shall we go back for her? It was like, no, just let it go. And so we went to the pub, and about half an hour later she turns up and just goes, why the fuck did you guys leave me? And she just went on this massive rant about how we shouldn't have fucking left her there with some weird guy who was obsessed with Star Trek. It was brilliant. But anyway, back on to things I hate. Those people who, like, you're in a public place, like train station or whatever, and you light up. I mean, Christ, I smoke a fair bit. Well, more than a fair bit, but I smoke. And there are those people who will be stood like a good long way away, and as soon as you light up, they go, and it's just like, and you keep fucking talking away, and then they come up and give you the big rant about lung cancer and all that bollocks. And my usual thing to like get them to leave me alone is just go, well, kill them all, you say? But I couldn't do that. No, I couldn't. No. And they usually run away, but there have been the braver sort who have gone like, are you listening to me? At which point I just turn around and go, look, you can't plan your future, but I can plan my death, at least in a small part. I mean, Christ, I'd rather know what I'm going to die of. Like, you have lung cancer. Great. At least I know what I'm going to die of. I mean, Christ, I could be hit by a bus tomorrow. I couldn't give two shits. I haven't really lived a good life. I've pretty much wrecked my body with cigarettes, alcohol, and Pro Plus. But anyway, it's just those people who are like, you poison your body, blah, 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 I don't want you doing all that in front, like, next to me, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, what the fuck? I mean, Christ, an English teacher I had at my old school, she was at a bus stop, and she was pregnant at the time. Fucking Australian woman. I hate Australians as well. Hate Australians. And the Welsh. Mostly the Welsh, but a few of them are alright, but the Welsh in general. But she sat there pregnant, and this girl like sparks up, like lights up just down the way from her, and she lays into this girl about how, like, if she wants to poison her body, go ahead, but I'm pregnant and you shouldn't be doing this kind of thing next to me, it could hurt my baby. And when I heard this, the only thing going through my mind was, yes, hurt the spawn of Satan. I didn't actually say that because she was a very, very scary woman, and I swear to God, her descendants, like her fucking ancestors, were rapists and murderers. I mean, Christ, first thing I said to her, which she didn't like, was, well, return to the scene of the crime, have we? If you don't get that, then you really shouldn't be watching this. I'm GEEK-X-CORE. Have a nice day.